Okay, here's 3.2, this trig equation thing. We had to solve, make a general solution with these trig equations in the last part. And we got these. This is your general solution. We're going to use it to be able to look at what's going on here. Let's just see here. The first question is, what's the period of g? Well, g is this cosine 2x. Here it is. It's this thing here. Period means the distance it takes to go through a complete wave. And the distance it takes to go through a complete wave, you start up here at 0, you go down all the way, and then come back to the same place. That's 180 degrees. Plus, you should know it's 360 divided by 2. That makes a period of 180 degrees. Now, what are the coordinates of C and D? Well, I can see that this is less than 30 degrees. That's where the two equations, cos 2x and sine x plus 30, that's where they cross each other. That's where they equal each other. So that answer of 20 degrees is one of the answers. And the other answer is D here. Look, it's between 120 and 150. It looks like it's about 140 degrees. And all I do is take 20 degrees and go the cosine of 2 times 20, or the sine of 20 plus 30. My calculator says 0.766, so I wrote 0.077. There are the coordinates of C. And I pick 140 degrees, add 30, get 170. Take the sine of it. I just took 140 degrees, put it in there, and I got 0.17. So there's the coordinates right there. There's the coordinates, 140 degrees and 0.17. Now the question is, determine which values of x will f be greater than g. That means where will f be above g, but only between, I sometimes forget to read, only between minus 120 and 0, just on the left-hand side. Well, there's f. Well, the only place where f is above g, or greater than or equal to g, either greater than or equal to g, is in between this 100 degrees and this 60 degrees. You see the places where they cross, and what I do is I go 20 minus 120. That's why that has to be 100 degrees. And minus 60 degrees when k is 0. Those are the places where they equal each other. The solutions to our last question, where do they equal each other? Where do they cross? Well, that's the place where f is greater than g. Look, you can see f is above g. There's g, there's f. F's greater than g, in between minus 100 and minus 60. Let's take a look at the last question. It seems hard, but it's actually easy if you know a couple of rules. The first rule is, if h of x is translated 60 to the left, if you want to go 60 to the left, all you do is add 90. So when you add, you go in the opposite direction you think you would go. So 60 to the left means add 60 degrees. Well, 30 plus 60 is 90. And if you take sine and you change it 90 degrees, it'll turn into cosine. That's exactly what happens. If this was normally at 1, if it went 9, if you switch it, translate it and move it over 90 degrees, sine will turn into the cosine wave. That's what x plus 90 degrees. And actually you should know also, sine of x plus 90 equals cosine 90. We should be able to do that reduction. And if you want to reflect it in the x-axis, you want to turn it upside down. Just make it negative, so it's minus cos x. There you go.